Good afternoon, my dear students. So, first of all, we have to be fresh, isn't it? Yes. I think you are fine and you are happy, and we have to be, or we have to make our mind happy. So in order to do so, we can do some exercise, that is breathing exercise. So first of all, we do that. So all of you close your eyes very slowly. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Open your eyes very slowly. Okay, thank you. So, then we can go to the class. First of all, we can memorize what we studied in previous class. In previous class, we discussed about the method of traveling of or movement of motion of transfer of heat energy through different media or through different objects. So in solid objects like stone, metals, so heat is traveled from one point to another point through the method of conduction. Okay, but in liquids, especially in water, okay, any liquids, heat is traveled in the method of convection. So how does heat travel from one part of a liquid to another part, that we discussed? Okay, so by the method of convection, the heat is traveled through the liquids. Okay, so we also did an experiment related to the convection. Okay, in the case of liquids. And in this class, we are going to study how the heat does the heat travel through the air or through the gases. Okay, so heat is traveled through the air or through the gas by the method of convection. So by the method of convection, heat is traveled through gases and also through liquids. Okay, so we can check how the heat is traveled, heat is transferred through the air. Okay, suppose for that we can do an experiment. Okay, so all of you listen here. We can check how the heat or how the convection takes place in the case of air. Okay, so first of all, we have to take a candle. Okay, and candle with a flame. And So due to the heat of the flame, what will happen that the air above the flame will heat first. Okay, the air, the candle or everything is surrounded, everything in the on the surface of earth is surrounded by the air, isn't it? Yes, everything in the surface of earth is surrounded by the earth. So candle is also is surrounded by the air, atmospheric air. So what will happen that there will be air in the above the candle and there will be air in the sides of the candle, or all around the candle is surrounded by the air. So when so due to the heat of the flame, so what will happen that the air just above the flame, okay, is heated, and when this air is heated, when the air above the flame is heated and this heated air rises up, goes up, okay, goes up, understand, and so that this place will become empty, and through this empty space what will happen that the air on the sides of the candle will come, on the sides of the candle there are what, or there is air, and that air on the sides of the candle, the air on the sides of the candle will comes to this empty space, okay, and this air will also, or this air is also heated due to the presence of the flame, and this air also goes up, understand, and next time also this place become empty, and to this empty space, to this empty place, the air will come on the sides of the candle, from the sides of the candle the air will come, okay, and this air is also heated, and this heated air goes up, and this process continues. In this way the convection process takes place in the air, okay. So that is why when we are placing our hand just above the candle, we feel what, our hand feels hot, okay, because the air, heat air goes up by convection, okay, heat air or hot air moves up by convection, okay, this air hot, and after this air hot, okay, and after this air hot, by convection the heat, hot air, or by convection heat is transferred towards top, so or the by convection heat air or hot air is moved up. So when we are placing our hand just above the flame, we feel what, hotness. When we are placing our hand on the sides of the flame, our hand does not feel as much as hot as when we placed at the top, understand, okay. So our hand which is placed on the top of the flame feels more hotter than the hand which is placed on the sides of the flame, okay. So in this way, as in the case of water, okay, in this way the heat is transferred, or convections takes place in the air, okay, just like as in the case of what, in the water, Okay, so in this way the heat is transferred or convection takes place. Okay, so how does the heat is or convection takes place in the air? So first of all, we have to take a candle with flame. Okay, and after that what will happen that the heat just above the flame is heated and this heated air rises up. So what will happen that this place just above the flame will become empty space. Okay, low pressure area where there is no air, there is no anything, then that place will be that place is called what? Low pressure area or zero pressure area or low pressure area. So this place become empty. To this empty place or empty space, the air from the sides of the flame will come, or from the sides of the flame or from the sides of the candle, the air will come to this empty space. Okay, so and after that this air which comes from, okay, which came from the sides of the candle, the air which came from the sides of the candle is heated and this air also goes up. Again this place will become empty and to this place will become low pressure area, and to this place the air will come from the sides of the candle, from the sides of the flame, and this air is also heated and this air goes up. So in this way heat is transferred towards up. Heat is transferred towards up. Okay, the colder air comes from the sides of the candle on the top of the flame. Okay, and this air goes up. This hot air goes up. So when we are, that is why when we are placing our hand just above the flame, we feel what? Our hand feels hotness. Okay, this is because the convection process takes place towards the top. Heat is transferred towards the top by the process of convection. Okay, our hand which is placed on the sides of the flame does not feel any hotness, or our hand which is placed on the sides of the flame feels less hot. Okay, less hot, and our hand which is placed on the just above the flame or above the flame feels more hot. Okay, more hot. So because the convection process takes place towards the top. In this way heat is transferred from one place to another place. Okay, so in this way heat is transferred in the air from one place to another place, and this process is called what? Convection. Okay, and the consequences of convection is that there are two important and two beautiful phenomena, beautiful process that are taking place in our surroundings. Okay, so they are called what? There are two phenomena, there are two processes, there are two actions. Okay, that are taking place in our surroundings. They are called what? Sea breeze and land breeze. Sea breeze and land breeze. These are the two important or two beautiful, okay, processes or phenomena, actions that are taking place in our surroundings. Okay, so people living in coastal area experiences an interesting phenomena. Okay, interesting phenomena, interesting processes. Okay, and this phenomena, this process is experienced, okay, is experienced most by the people who are living in coastal area. Okay, who are living in coastal area. What do you mean coastal area? Who are living on the sides of or on the shore, okay, seashore, on the seashore. Okay, so on the sides of the sea, simply we can say on the sides of the sea. So the people in coastal area are experiencing interesting phenomena. They are called what? They are what? Sea breeze and land breeze. Okay, so this sea breeze and land breeze are the main consequences of what? The process convection. Okay, the principle, okay, the principle, the action, the trick behind the land breeze and sea breeze is what? Convection. Convection. So we can check how do the sea breeze and land breeze takes place, or how do the sea breeze and land breeze take place. Okay.